ERIK ten Hag is growing increasingly fed up of this Manchester United job. Listen, the players are not playing for him. The fans are divided about his job. Ineos is undecided on his future. Top four is looking unlikely. The Champions League is falling out of place. Wouldn't you be if you are in his shoes? Listen, this is the situation that Manchester United is in as we go into the last 8 games of the season. Crucial games that are going to determine where Manchester United finishes or ends in this season. The boss is tired. The legends like Gary Neville, Paul Scholes are every day picking on something on this team. The fans on Twitter bashing ERIK ten Hag left, right, and center. Clearly, the players, the so-called senior players, are not willing to put in the shift for the team, more so for the manager. What exactly is he supposed to do? Would you blame him? Now, we are facing a Bournemouth in a game which I should say is a must not lose game. I might think if we draw against Bournemouth, we could perhaps buy him some time. But trust me, if ERIK ten Hag is beaten by Bournemouth on Saturday, he's done. Ineos will pull the plug on him because we do know that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, being a Manchester United supporter, he knows very well we cannot go 4 games. That would be 4 games without a single win, including teams like Brentford. Listen, that's the situation. The man is losing it. And for me, to just hit the last nail in the coffin for him, it will be the body language of the players who come on the pitch. If these players don't fight for him and we lose the way we lost in the reverse fixture, in case you've forgotten, you all forget so fast, Bournemouth beat Man United by 3-0 at Old Trafford. Yes, I think that has been the biggest loss at Old Trafford this season. They beat us 3-0 at OT. Now, this same team has got the capacity, to beat us again. They have got what it takes to beat us again if we do not turn up, more so given the mental space we are in. So that's the situation with ERIK ten Hag. Ineos are watching. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has failed to come out completely to back him. He can talk about the structure around him not being right, but he knows United has got to be doing better than we are. The injuries are not doing ERIK ten Hag any favors. Imagine, which coach in your second season with the club, after a promising first season in a big club like Man United, second season, injuries after injuries after injuries after injury after injury after injury. Everything is falling out of place. But the most painful bit for ERIK ten Hag as a man of character, a man of his ego, is the fact that no one seems to appreciate his playing style. Every legend, the legends of the club, the Gary Nevilles, the Paul Scholes, the Roy Keanes, the Rio Ferdinands, are using all forms of dubious superlatives to describe the kind of football ERIK ten Hag is playing with Manchester United. Now, this is our boss. He is not happy at all. He doesn't love his job anymore. He's not enjoying his job. Every day he has got to come out there, face the press, asking the same mean questions, and he has got to defend the team, and defend the team. That's where the man is. Guys, I ask again, would you blame him if he's fed up of the job? And I trust you me, if Manchester United doesn't show up against Bournemouth, ERIK ten Hag might resign before being sacked. He might resign himself. And I can credit him for his character. He has shown character because, trust me, if you are not a stoic character, many of the coaches, I think, in the past would have sacked themselves before at Manchester United. They would have left completely. I don't think, and all the past managers post Sir Alex Ferguson had a difficult time. I don't think any manager has had it more difficult than ERIK ten Hag. I think the attention on him has been much. The expectation was way higher than everyone else, I think, before. Then and of course the first season he had, which was so promising, did not do him any favors. People are thinking this season is going to be proper competition. Some of his signings have not done him any favors. The players don't seem to do him any favors. But most painfully, the playing style is a subject of scrutiny. And guess what? You've got a new change in ownership when it comes to the football operations at the club. So the guy is under so much pressure and he's losing it. He's 50 what? Is it 53 or thereabout? He's aging. The man is aging. He cannot live his life like this every day. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop, no matter what ERIK ten Hag goes out to say. And honestly, I can be honest with you. There are statements that ERIK ten Hag has said in the media. And I'm thinking, man, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that several times. And I'll keep saying it. I think part of the reasons he will struggle to keep his place with Ineos is because of the words he throws after poor performances of Manchester United, coming out and talks about how he doesn't care about what people think. He believes and knows that what he wants to do and how he wants to play, talking about how you lose to Fulham at home, and then you come out and said we played so well. You don't do that. Whereas yes, you want to have the players in your corner. If your players are not performing for you, call them out. You don't fear them. You've got to call them out at some point. You've got to do it to send a message to them. But Erik ten Hag many a time wants to put himself in the target zone with the supporters, first the wrath of the supporters, and protect the players. Well, it's a difficult space because it's the players who keep you in the job. But if they are not performing and you're defending them after losing at Old Trafford, the fans, the billions of supporters of Man United are calling for your head. It's not easy. You will feel the pressure. So that's the situation with Manchester United. And United doesn't have a lot of time, by the way, to get a replacement in the event that they will choose to part ways with Erik ten Hag. They don't have a lot of time to get a replacement. Think about the Euros are coming. Some of the managers we're looking at are national team managers or potential national team managers. But most fiercely is the fact that most of the big clubs in Europe are also not so settled with their managers. You look at a team like Bayern Munich, not yet settled with the manager. We know that they are parting ways with Thomas Tuchel. Barcelona as well don't have a manager. Xavi confirmed he will be leaving at the end of the season. Of course, Deco was trying to talk him into staying, but it is not, nothing is decided yet. Liverpool, Amorim is denying, but is another option there. He's also most likely going there. You look at which other clubs? Several clubs, and I might forget some of head now, but several clubs will be hunting for managers, even national teams. So the big managers who could come and fill the shoes of Erik ten Hag will not be available the longer Erik ten Hag will keep pretending with Erik ten Hag. So he also sees that everything going on is not right, because the reality is, if Ineos wanted him, they would have come out right now and confirmed the way they confirmed already the CEO. They came out long time ago and said we have Omar Berada. They let go of this John Matters. They have already done things, of course, for the future. Dan Ashworth will be coming in. Jason Wilcox. They would have already come out and make an announcement like Liverpool did with Jurgen Klopp. If they were sure they wanted him to stay, if they are sure they are going to keep him, they would have made an announcement. Probably they are still buying their time to find the perfect replacement, find the perfect solution. But you know that Jose Mourinho is not employed. Mourinho is taking his time. I low-key feel, by the way, that Sir Jim Ratcliffe would go for Jose Mourinho to bring him back at Man United. I low-key feel it, that Mourinho could be brought back because, first of all, there is a relationship between Jose Mourinho and Sir Jim that we know of. Mourinho himself confirmed it before. But also, there are some people who feel like Jose Mourinho did not really fail at Man United. It was the system that failed him a bit, but there was hope that he could have done something with United. And remember, for Sir Jim, the ultimate goal for him is to win titles. Now, do you think Erik ten Hag, even if he stayed, he's going to win a title next season? Perhaps or in the next 2 seasons? I don't think so, to be honest. A manager who has struggled to get an identity of football, if your target, as in your say, is to get this club back to winning ways in 3 years, I don't think that's with Erik ten Hag. That's the honest truth. And I would love to keep Erik ten Hag around for a bit, but I do not see him as, I think he has a lot to deal with before going into title conversations. But you look at a manager like Jose Mourinho, and that's why I'm not saying I'm backing. I would want Jose Mourinho to come in. You all know I'm for Michael Carrick personally, or keeping Erik ten Hag for a bit longer. But I'm now trying to reason like Ineos and Sir Jim. It's very possible that they would be thinking of Jose Mourinho to come because of the targets that they have. Give Jose Mourinho a good structure. You know that Man United will not struggle the way we are now. But the man is jobless, he's right there. And we don't know how he admires Manchester United. So it's a reality, let's face it. We need to talk about this stuff. So it's a very, very difficult situation. Imagine you're Erik ten Hag. Every day in the press, in the media, everywhere you go, people are talking about replacements, people to take your job. It's a vote of no confidence. After one good game, a few people will say, hey, but give him time, give him time. But the majority, the whole energy around Erik ten Hag and the club is not good. People do not feel him. People are not convinced of what he's doing. People, you see the way Spurs, and of course Spurs is not Man United, it's a small club, but you see there is a lot of hope in Postecoglou with Tottenham Hotspur because of the consistency in how they play, because of even when they lose, you see that they play a certain way. With Erik ten Hag, everything is out of place, and it seems like everyone has ganged up against him. There is no way he's enjoying his job. It's a big job, it's a tough challenge. He's not enjoying it. And I mean, football is all about, at the end of the day, at this level, yes, it's a job, but you've got to have to enjoy it. I think Pep Guardiola enjoys his job. Uh, uh, Jurgen Klopp enjoyed his job until he couldn't enjoy it no more, that he decided to leave. You think Mikel Arteta is enjoying his job? The pressure will be there, but he's enjoying his job. So Erik Ten Hag is struggling. He's trying to hold himself onto the job. You look at him at the bench, and he's not there. His presence is not felt. He's survivable. His body language. You see a manager who is not full of himself. He knows he can do better than what he's doing, but things are not happening for him. Would you be surprised if the man said, I'm tired? That is after a poor performance against Bournemouth, which can happen. There's no guarantee that United is going to play well against Bournemouth. So that's the situation with Manchester United. And guys, let's wait. But trust me, the game against Bournemouth, if we lose it, I'll tell you, Erik Ten Hag might be no more. Bye.